All right, don't forget, smash that like button, share this live stream, get it out to many people. Let them know Status Quo is live in Charlotte, North Carolina. We're to get to some interviews. This is a organic protest rally in support of Manolo's bakery. I spoke to the owner, Manolo, just a few hours ago. He had to shut his doors for the first time, close his bakery for the first time in 28 years because of ICE and Border Patrol raids that are happening around the city, terrorizing communities like we've seen in Chicago and LA and other cities around the country. So Manolo closed his bakery just 2 days ago because he witnessed customers who were coming down the street here were being harassed and stopped by Border Patrol. And so for his safety, for his workers' safety, for his customer safety and the community, he closed his shop, his bakery, and thankfully the community came together. They bought all of his cakes. Unfortunately, he's not here to talk about this, but we did interview him. We're going to post that later. So the community did buy out. Oh, hold on one second.
How's everyone doing? Welcome. Hit the like button. So you see, I told you if they come to, I think they're coming. Protesting is going to start in Raleigh as well. If so, I will go. I'm less than an hour from Raleigh, our state capital. Charlotte, I'm not fighting that traffic to deal with these morons. Hit that like button. Let me know if you like the content. Right, they're playing music, so I thought I would just jump on. How you doing, Maga? First one to jump in. How you doing, love? Greg, hello. How are you? Star, how are you doing, love? So yeah, I haven't even. I jumped on a little early. Yeah, these protests, they are retarded. And this is what I voted for. If this is what you voted for, type a 1 in the comment section. I love it. All right, so they're still playing a little music. So we can see what's going on. And like I said, I got an alert today that they are coming to the protests are going to start happening in Raleigh. Like I said, I'm less than an hour from our state capital. I will be there live streaming for that. Okay?
Coming.
Now remember, my regulars. So if we have people dropping in, Status Quo, they have more than one person on their channel, so they sent one of their people down to Charlotte. And so I have not changed my views or ideology. But it is good to come on after long days of working and laugh at these idiots. My taxes do not support ICE. That's what you think. Under the Biden-Harris administration, it did. Oh, my God. Greg, yeah, they're getting stuff together in Dearborn, Michigan. I heard about that too. And again, this is what I voted for. How you doing, Caesar and Beverly? All right. And I'm not complaining. This is what I voted for. And Miss Rolynn, if you go around, yeah, Tina, I will. I'll be like Prosperity. That's what I'm saying. And I wanted to go to Charlotte, but it's too much. And it's a couple of hours. The drive is a couple of hours away from me, and the traffic is horrendous. No, thank you. How you doing, Ashley? That's okay. We're just jumping on, Ashley. You're fine, love. Ashley, that's right. You're here. You live actually close to me. I think you were telling me that. So if they come, the protests, from what I've been told, are coming to Raleigh. So I'll definitely have you send me an email. I'm less than well, you live here where I live. We're less than an hour from Raleigh, so that won't be too bad. I can handle that. Raleigh's traffic is bad, but it's not quite as bad as Charlotte. So, but yeah, and there's a commercial going on there now. Don't go, sis. Please don't get caught up in this foolishness. Oh, Caesar, I'm just gonna live, like our sister Prosperity does, Caesar. I was just going to live stream. I'm not going to, confront people or anything. I'm just going to live stream and talk to you guys while I'm live streaming. That's it. Yeah, we're going to go, but she's seen your video and changed her mind. Well, Ashley, which video, dear? Tell me what video you're talking about. Is that clear, Caesar? Don't worry. I'm not, and if I'm the type of person, if someone comes up talking crazy, I just turn around and go in the other direction. So I'm not a combative person. And so, yeah, you don't have to worry about that, love. And our creator has me protected. How you doing, CJ? Yes. Yeah, so this is rough. Charlotte's roughly a couple of hours from where I live. Because you have to factor in that horrendous traffic. Caesar, are you still here, love?
Here, hold on one second.
Now remember this, the people who are there currently live streaming, they are left leaning. I do not support their stance, but they are out there live. Let's see what they say.
Okay, my name is Beth Clements. Do you want me to spell it? Oh, that's fine. Okay. This is an organic protest that started Saturday night, and on Monday morning, people showed up, and
I'm talking about why outside and almost what happened here.
On Saturday night, local ICE agents were terrorizing the bakery. The workers inside were scared, and Mr. Manolo had to close his bakery for the safety of his customers and his employees. And so when almost 30-year-old bakery has to close its doors because they're not safe, this is the community's reaction.
I'm so low, so I don't know if I'm supposed to, but everybody.
She's a leftist lunatic. Ashley, thank you, Caesar. Okay.
Yeah, there were a lot of people here on stage.
Thank you, Tina.
To buy the cakes, yeah.
Now, for you, why is it important for you to be on here tonight? And what is the message that you have for ICE and Border
Yes, Maga. Boom.
Our foster parents for unaccompanied minors from the border. And when we've had children in our home from Central and South America and Mexico, we brought them cakes from Manolo's so that they had a taste of home. And this is our bakery. This is my hometown, or this is where I live. And so I've held the kids who fought to be here. They deserve to be here. This is their home. And Border Patrol, just leave, please. Just leave Charlotte.
So, Greg Bodino was caught on camera.
So she's saying she has foster kids from South America. So basically, again, they won't use the term illegals. These people are delusional.
This is terrible. It's terrorism. There's no other word for singling out a group of people for the color of their skin.
You know it, Maga. Yes, Tina, they don't care about Americans.
Let's see.
Now she's crying. Oh.
So how has these raids and what ICE Border Patrol are doing, how has this changed your daily life and the community's daily life?
Well, I'm a retired grandma. I'm a stay-at-home grandma, so I can be out here. It's made me scared, and I feel like all these kids out here tonight that I want to protect them and I want to take them all home and make sure they're safe. But instead, I can be here and make sure they have water. And this community has been so amazing. We have had so many donations. A local restaurant made us all lunch. It has been absolutely amazing the way this community has come together in love and support for our neighbors. And ICE can patrol the streets, but you're not going to break these kids. This is their town. This is their street. They belong here. They're not going to be broken.
What are some kind of government support and investment your community actually needs?
All the businesses up and down Central Avenue and businesses all over this community that have had to close, they're going to need financial help to pay their mortgages and their rent, and they're going to need financial help to pay their employees who are too scared to come to work. And so I know that the city council has allotted some money to help, and I hope it goes to businesses like Manolo's, because economically, this is just terrible for this community.
Yeah. Is there anything else you would like to share?
I think
yes,
that
Tina and Caesar, yes.
all the people here and the way this community has come together is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. And to demonize these people for the color of the skin and where they're from, where they were born, it's terrorism by our government, and it just stop. Please just stop.
Thank you, Beth.
We see what they're doing. Now, remember, I told you when we did the live stream Sunday, a lot of these people in these large, yes, we're in the South, but you have to take into consideration that a lot of these people have moved from blue states. Okay. So, that's what's going on. How you doing, Aracelius Alonzo? Greg, boom. Yes.
Central Avenue.
I am with you 100%.
I'll show you the sign here.
Notice they never use the word that the people are here illegally. Never, ever. Greg, exactly. When they were flooding this country with millions of illegals, they didn't say a word. And Tina, yes, that's me too, right? They don't say anything about the Americans that were killed, essayed, or anything else. The Americans who've been run into by people who are illegal, and a lot of times they know that they're illegal and they don't have paperwork. They jump out of the car or they'll do a hit and run. What about those Americans? Particularly if they only have liability insurance, if they don't have collision, then their vehicle's just gone and no one is made to pay for it. So we could say a lot of things here.
So again,
are you new here, Aracelius?
First time he's had to shut his doors and close down. I asked him when he's going to be opened up again, and he said he doesn't know.
Hit the like button, folks, and they're complaining, oh, people are afraid to come to work. Hey, If you are illegal, you should be afraid. That's not my problem. Trump told you what he was going to do. He asked you kindly to self-deport. You had options. Or else, yes, Alonzo, let's not forget the governors played a part in providing misinformation about this situation. Alonzo, yes. That's why I didn't vote for that bum. I did not. Oh, okay, Alonzo. You're one of the people that watch, but you don't type, you don't say anything. That's fine, baby. We're glad that you're here. But you're absolutely right about Josh Stein. That's why I did not vote for him. No way. If they took all this energy and put it towards something for Americans, we could really, get some things accomplished. But oh God, we can't do that. How you doing, Mayor? How are you, Dawn? Yeah, I had no intentions of going live tonight, and then when I saw that I was reading, and I was saw that Status Quo was going live, I said, okay, they're in Charlotte, so, and we could sit there and listen to their lies and look at those crocodile tears and laugh. Sorry, not sorry. This is what I voted for. So, yeah, Dawn, how you doing, love? Yes, Douglas. Boom. Margaret, I would like to see, and I'm getting alerts as I'm live with you. Lawmakers respond to, and as I'm getting alerts, I'll be sharing them with you. Like I said, this our illustrious governor Josh Stein needs to stop. So lawmakers respond to federal enforcement actions in North Carolina. It is crazy.
I wanted to be out here. I live 1 block away. These are my neighbors. I've lived here for 10 years, and these are our neighbors. We got to protect them. We got to save them.
How do you feel about Border Patrol and ICE taking over your city?
It's very bad. It's very bad. They're grabbing people that are U.S. citizens, grabbing them from their cars. There's no justice. There's no justice at all with it. It's just because of the color of the skin.
Absolutely. But yet their narrative is they're going after criminals. But we see otherwise. They're going after landscapers, hardworking people.
Exactly. They're going after the landscapers, the hardworking people. And it's wrong. It's wrong. It's so wrong.
One more question here. If you could deliver one message to ICE and Border Patrol, what would that be?
Please leave our city. This is a peaceful city. Please leave.
Thank you very much. Do you want to give your name?
It's Gregory Leonard.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So this guy said he lived there for 10 years. And again, those of you just joining me, how you doing, Kelly, Ruby, and Tijuana Border Jumper? Said watching on the way, raining on the. Okay, be careful, Tijuana. Meanwhile, homeless and catness are everywhere. Caesar, say it again for the people in the back, sir. Yeah. And another misguided soul. Yes, Alonso. And again, a lot of these people who have moved from blue states, a lot of them live in Charlotte and live in Durham and Raleigh. So they bring their blue mindset with them. Kelly, how you doing? This is amazing to me. I worked on prison reform for 10 years plus. We never got this response for Americans. Boom. Kelly, that's why I am so angered. These same people that love everyone so much, where was this energy for Americans? And that's my main issue with this. A liberal freak. Boom. Ruby, I used to live in Belmont, had no use for Charlotte other than the pastor. Yes, how you doing, Sherry? Ruby, I taught in Charlotte 1 year at Providence High School, but the traffic was so horrendous. I'm like, I'm out of here. You jump in your car to go to the store, you're sitting in your car for an hour. Kelly, let me finish reading your statement. We never got this response from Americans, but they're willing to do it for foreigners. Yes, and Kelly, now you get it. And I've done several videos on that, and that's why I have so many issues with this on so many levels. Take this energy and do something for veterans or the elderly or disabled Americans. Boom. And they never say, use the word illegal. If you came here illegally, you are a criminal. Stop it. Just like Don Lemon, some of you were live. I shared that video. When he was, the man was like, well, they came here illegally, they're criminals. And he said, no, that's not a crime. So they are delusional. Tijuana, I work in HOA, and all the Mexican landscapers show up because they are illegal. Right. Exactly. And that's what we're talking about. Yes, Kelly, there are so many Americans that could use help. Look at the billions of dollars we have spent on non-American citizens. So that's all I'm saying. See what this guy is saying. This guy was at the protest I did on Saturday. So
my name is Councilmember. Well, not my name. My name is JD Mazrera Arias. I'm the council member elect for the City of Charlotte District 5, the East Side, which we're standing in right now. We're in front of Manolo's Bakery, participating in the peaceful protest led by young people. That's what I love to see. The last 4 days in the city of Charlotte have been devastating. We've had Customs and Border Protection here in our city, really going after anyone just because they're Latino or speak Spanish or work in an industry where Latinos work at. We've seen 80 arrests Saturday, 50-something arrests Sunday, and 60 yesterday. Over 200 people have been arrested in the last 4 days without due process. It's grab and ask questions later. This is not only a violation to undocumented immigrants who are protected by our U.S. Constitution, but also a violation to American citizens, U.S. citizens. This is a gross violation of federal power, and we need to ensure that if we're going to enforce the law needs to be enforced fairly and justly, okay? You just can't go around snatching people off the streets just because there are dignified workers. We're already seeing the impact here in East Charlotte. Businesses closed. We're losing millions of local dollars in our economy. We see kids, almost 30,000 kids yesterday did not attend our public schools. This is not about public safety. This is about causing fear and chaos and confusion. This is not, it has nothing to do with catching actual criminals.
What are some government support and investment that the community actually needs?
Well, listen, yesterday we pushed our current city council to provide short-term funding to organizations that are already doing the work on the ground, providing legal aid and resources to families impacted. That is huge. We should see that funding before or on November 24th, because right now these organizations are at capacity. And listen, I might be council member elect, I might not be sitting in that seat right now, but what I'm doing is going to small businesses, churches, schools, family homes, and work sites, and making sure what do they need from us? How do I connect them to the resources? How do I give them the support that they need in this?
So what he's saying about the schools, I received an alert on my phone because where I live here, Fort Bragg is considered central North Carolina. Yeah, and so a lot of the parents are keeping their children home. But again, if you're illegal, okay.
With energy and with a conviction to ensure that our people are safe. That is what I have to say. You don't have to do this way. You know you don't have to do it. This is not the right way, and you know it's not the right way.
You had an opportunity to self-deport.
This is who, look around, just look around. This is who we are as a community. This is who we are as Latinos, as Hispanics, as immigrants, broadly speaking. We meet fear with love, joy, and resistance, and being in community.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hey, can I give you my,
And again, we need to lay this at the feet of the Biden-Harris administration. How you doing, Laurie? Laurie, I'm sick of these idiots. Laurie. Boom, Laurie just came in sick of it. We're sick of it too, Laurie. How are you? These politicians need to be educated on what our Constitution says. I'm sick of the BS. Go ICE. Boom. That's right. This is a pro-ICE channel. How you doing, my girls? Yeah, my girls. I was telling everyone when they come to Raleigh, the state capital, is less than an hour from where I live here at Bragg. I will go out and live stream. Don't worry, I will stay away from the idiots. Okay.
hours now, just covering this protest as it grew over the hours, and there has been nothing but support from people driving by, passing by, honking in support of the protest here. Don't forget, guys, to smash the like button.
Thank you, Tijuana. Being brown is not a crime. They're hiding for some other reason. And Tijuana, we were talking about that even in my school. So there are a lot of Hispanic students that are not coming to school. But again, you knew what was coming. Trump never, one thing you can say about him, love him or hate him, he tells you what he's going to do. You had time. Why did you not self-deport? Okay, so we all have options.
Tell me, why do you want to be out here tonight? Well, I don't support what Donald Trump is doing. It's not right. A lot of people come here to have a better life. What he's doing is wrong. Yeah, he should focus on other stuff, shooting and not like real crime. We're not harming people. We come to support and build stuff, you know?
He said he was going after criminals, but we're seeing otherwise, right?
Yeah, he's doing the opposite. He's not helping. Yeah.
How has the community been affected by all this?
Like right now, all the job sites, they're empty, right? Because they don't Hispanic, they have fear, right? Yeah, people fear.
What about the job sites being empty? Americans, go get those jobs.
Come here and work. We don't steal. We don't do no harm to people. Yeah, and I don't support what he's doing.
He said we don't steal and we come to work. Not everyone. He's not been watching the news because of all the crimes that they have committed. And I mean illegals from Venezuela, Africa, Haiti, all of these illegals, not just one group. We're talking about all.
Very, very much.
Ruby, you and some other people were here when some of the Jamaicans were arrested. I did a video on that a few months ago, and it was like, "Thank you, Joe Biden," as they were being arrested by ICE. So, right, Mayor. We're talking. Hey, go back to Venezuela, go back to Haiti, Africa. I don't care where you originated. Go back and build up your home country. Boom.
So
yes, Tina.
People are out tonight. There's also some kids, some young kids here. You got time for an interview? Yeah. Tell me why you wanted to be out here tonight. Why did you want to be out here tonight?
¿Por qué estamos acá hoy? Estamos en esta manifestación por muchas peleas que están haciendo los.
So he's speaking in Spanish. Okay, so how you doing, Bertha? Yeah, so they're always talking about the children. The children, look at the sign they have that small child holding. He may be in middle school, looks like to me. So stop talking about how much the children are being affected. Look at the sign that you have him hold. Keep my pet cat and dog out of your mouth. Don't eat our pet. Boom. That's right. Leave Kitty and Fido alone. Fifi and Fido. Tube Steak, how you doing? Everyone hit that like button, if you will. These protests are taking place in Charlotte, roughly 2 hours from where I live. When they come to Raleigh, which is less than an hour from where I live, I will be out there live streaming like our great sister Prosperity does. I wonder who made the English signs for them since they speak Spanish. Boom, right. Right, my girls, that's what we're saying. MAGA, the government's favorite people, the ones that have no option but to earn money illegally. That's why they close down our industries in the poor neighborhoods first. Boom. See what they're saying.
My name is Yahida. I am a Mexican American. I was born in Texas, but I feel like I was born with the privilege of being a U.S. citizen, and a lot of people don't have that privilege. So because I do have that privilege, it's okay for me to voice it and show everybody I'm proud of where my roots are from. And I feel like everybody has the right to be here. Everybody is doing things the way that they supposed to be. And I'm proud of where I'm from. And yeah.
My name is Yadira, and I'm also here because I also come from immigrant parents. Of course, with the right of being born in the United States, but that doesn't make me more than anybody else. Humanity is immigration.
How does it make you feel that Border Patrol and ICE are profiling people based on the color of their skin, the sound of their voice, and their accent? How does that make you feel?
I think it's crazy that they're basically profiling people, brown people, just because of the way that we look. I've seen so many U.S. citizens that are Mexican American like me, that have brown skin like I do, get arrested just because we look the way that we do. There's so many other people here that are also immigrants that don't look like we do. So it's not fair for them to specifically target the brown people. We're people. We are all people. If you want to go for illegal immigrants, be fair and ask everybody for their documentation. Don't just ask the brown people. That is literally targeting an audience that is not okay. It's never going to be okay.
Would you like to answer that? It's been 4 days since.
Yes, Barnes, Charlotte, and all of the large metropolitan cities, and people think, oh, this is the South. It's all conservative. No. A lot of people from blue states have moved to Charlotte and Greensboro and Raleigh and Durham.
Kids have to stay home, being scared that their parents are going to be taken away, or that they'll be taken away to different homes and not ever know where their parents are. So it's sad. It's a sad situation that we're living. Yeah.
One more thing. If you could deliver a message to Border Patrol and ICE, what would that message be?
You know what's so crazy to me? I've seen so many videos on social media of all of these Border Patrol agents that can barely speak English. So all I want to say is, for all of those of you that are Border Patrol agents that can't speak English, where did you come from? How are you an American? How are you taking people out of this country when you can barely speak English yourself? How can you do that? The audacity.
Yes, Ruby, Charlotte, but Ruby, Raleigh is bad too. Durham, a lot of people. And I know some people have moved from New York and New Jersey, other places, and they come here and they bring those voting patterns. I told you, I found out, I think it was during Barack Obama's first term, second term, I went there for a teachers conference. There was a little workshop we had. And I saw all of these white liberals. They were riding around. I mean, it shocked the heck out of me. They had who was it? Obama, Biden bumper stickers on their vehicles, and I was like, "What the heck is this?" So Raleigh, the Raleigh RTP area, Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill, Charlotte, OMG. So people think, "Oh, North Carolina's conservative." Well, you better check out those big cities because you're absolutely right, Ruby. So yeah, the country. Look at the flags they're waving. So we need to deport them to those countries. Alonzo, yes, Asheville. You got that right. Alonzo knows what's going on. Yeah, Asheville is terrible too. All right, I'm trying to keep up with some of your comments. Kelly, who gives if they get separated? If you break the law, Kelly, if you break the law and you have children, you're an American. When the police come to arrest you, that means you are going to be separated from your children. I don't hear any bleeding heart liberals crying, oh my God, you're arresting that mother, you're arresting that father, and look at their children. I don't hear them crying for Americans that are arrested. So lose me with that. Cry me a river. Florida is conservative as well, except for Miami, Jacksonville, and Orlando. Yeah, and then even there, Jeremiah, you have a lot of people moving down, okay, from blue states. I know some of them. Kelly, yes, Kelly, right. Don't they never say, and Kelly, again, that's my issue. They don't say anything in reference to what happens to Americans. So I don't cry me a river. I don't care.
Hey, you want to do an interview? You want to do an interview? Interview? It's up to you. It's okay if not. It's okay.
Yeah, so they're just standing out there, people blowing their horns. I don't know why people are all these protest people blowing horns and blowing whistles. Yes, Mayor. Yeah, I'm giving you a break from it. I'm turning it down. Oh my goodness. If America falls, they will all go back to their countries of origin and none of us will be welcome. Well, Caesar, say it again, please, for the people in the back. All of these people who fled their own countries, they have no loyalty, no allegiance to this country. If America, as Caesar said, if America were to fall, they're going to hightail it out of here. Caesar, you are stuck here. Mayor, my girls, Tina, Jeremiah, Kelly, all of us, Cher, Ruby, me, all of us are stuck here. Where are we going to run to? We don't have anywhere to run to. We don't. So go back to your country. You're always brag. All these immigrants are talking about how hardworking they are, and we know that's a lie. Yes, Mayor. Because we have done several videos on this channel, and it's all over a lot of other channels on YouTube and other social media outlets. So all this, oh, they're all coming over here to work hard. That's not true. Some are, but look at all the ones who came over here to commit crimes against Americans. As Tina is always dropping that in the comment section. My girls are wasting their time because ICE is still coming to take the illegals away. Boom. And my girls, you've been here. As they take these people away, you know I've been saying, Americans, go get those jobs. Okay? That's what I've been saying. And I mean any American. Male, female, it doesn't matter your race. Go get these jobs that are opening up. Americans, you don't have any excuse because ICE and the federal agents, they're opening up a lot of jobs. Go get those jobs. These criminals are brazen. They know ICE is coming and they are out here having a parade. Boom. You know it, Ruby. See, like I said, I was looking at something before I started this live. And oh my, yeah, I think there are over 30,000 Hispanic students. They just stopped coming to school. So that right there tells us, you know, either their legal status, right? If they just stopped coming to school, and that means their paperwork is not accurate. Jeremiah, someone said I should go back to where my ancestors were from, and I said I can't because I have 5 ancestry countries from my bloodline. Jeremiah, most of us have more than one. Yeah. My girl said the clown in the quack suit is illegal, hiding in plain sight. Yeah, that's probably why some of them are wearing some of all those costumes. They don't want to be.
/join. We have been on the ground for 2 months in Chicago, now here in Charlotte.
Look at Kelly. Look what Kelly said. I went to jail for a week when my son was 4. No one cared nor felt sorry for me, rightfully so. I figured it out and got my life together. It was my responsibility and lesson learned. Boom. I think I will pin that comment. Miss Kelly Ray. Pin Kelly, you, me, my girls, Baldwin. How you doing, Nemo, Caesar? All of us, wherever we are in our lives, it's because of choices that we've made. And Kelly, again, when you were arrested, did you see were there any bleeding heart liberals there? Oh my God, don't take this mother from her child. I'll wait. Caesar, plenty of construction and truck driving jobs opening up as we speak. Yes, Caesar, Americans, go get those jobs. Go get those jobs. They're always saying, oh, Americans don't want to work. Well, a lot of Americans can't get jobs because of these greedy employers wanting to pay a cheaper wage. So they get illegals. We know that. We know the game, right? And they know they're not going to complain because they're illegal, right? So they just, take what they give them. I remember when the illegals began invading North Carolina, the illegals were not required to get vaccinations. Unknown diseases started popping up in schools. Ruby, yes. And I've already told you, Ruby, just a few weeks ago, each teacher in our mailboxes in the mailroom at the school, we received paperwork on students who have not had all of their vaccinations. American students are now allowed to go to school. You get that paperwork and they are not allowed to come back to school until they have those shots. Illegals just come and sit in a classroom with everyone else. Nothing said. Kelly said, no, not at all. Not even my parents were stomping around. For real, for real. They knew I was wrong. Eat it. Boom. All right, Kelly. That's right, Kelly. Tough love, right? That's what your parents were showing you. And you, like you said, you got your life together. Thank God. Thank God. Thank you for that testimony, Kelly. Thank you so much. Greg, all my ancestors are Native American dating back to before the 1600s. Ancestry went back that far. Daughter is still working. Oh, Greg, thank you for that. Okay. There was a measles outbreak in Chicago. Mayor, I talked about that. Mayor, were you there? They had all kinds of outbreaks that they kept hidden, just like they kept a lot of those crime statistics hidden. There were all kinds of outbreaks and all kinds of crimes being committed. And right, Mayor, we talked about that. We know what's going on here. Those blue cities, all they do is lie with those stats. Yeah, thank you, Kelly, for that. Yeah, thank you so much, Kelly. God bless you. I'm glad that you got it together for your child. I don't know if you have any additional children. No problem. I'm not embarrassed because, yes, Kelly. And I'm glad, you're not sitting around here, woe is me, woe is me. We all have to look in that mirror sometimes and say, oh, wait a minute. I have to own this. We all have to, and it hurts. I mean, it sucks. Jet lag. How you doing, love? We're just, they're here in my home state now. They're in Charlotte and they're out here acting like idiots again. As you can hear. And so I thought I would jump on for a bit. And from what I was watching on the news, they are planning to march in Raleigh. And I'm less than an hour from Raleigh. So I will definitely, my plan is to go there now. Caesar and a few other people told me not to. So I better pray about it because sometimes you know, things happen and people are like, we told you not to go. So I'll think about that, Caesar. Thank you for being concerned with my welfare. Thank you so much. Caesar says a very dear friend of mine was sentenced to 10 years in the federal penitentiary back in the late 80s. She ended up going at 8. She was separated from her 2 children. Oh, really, Caesar? Caesar, question for you. Were there any bleeding heart liberals who were there crying, saying, oh my God, please don't separate this woman from her children? I'll wait. My girls, yeah, right. And if they find any little thing you hang your hat on, you won't get that job. But an illegal will, my girls, keep dropping those truth bombs. Kelly, I guarantee she didn't have all those people banging the pavement for her. Yes, Kelly. Cinema Storm. Cinema, yes. President Trump may have to do something drastic to get these people to go away. What the heck? And all this protesting, they're not stopping anything. And this is what we voted for. Those of you who have various social media pages, share this stream out, folks. Let's bring some more people into the conversation. You know, Raleigh is a different kind. Ruby, yes, I go to Raleigh here and there. We always have teacher conferences there, or you know, some type of workshop. But there, people don't realize, yeah, that's our state capital, and this is a conservative state. Oh my! I told you, I found out when I went for a teacher's workshop during Obama's one of his terms. That's when I really found out what was going on.
My people, that is the Latin people. You know, I know how they go because I've been arrested 2 times for ICE. And they leave me alone because I was shown that I was United States citizen. Yeah, Saturday one time and Sunday they picked me again. Now I'm walking with my Puerto Rican flag holding my shoulders. Like that, they don't pick me again because that is very scary moment.
Why do you think they went after you?
The color, and what they do is I was having my ID in my front part, and they take my hands to the back, and when they take my hands to the back, I cannot reach my you know, I cannot reach my ID, but they leave me like maybe 20 or 30 blocks after that they find out, and they don't take me back home.
Wait, they stopped you 2 days?
2 days.
In 1 day?
No. Saturday one and Sunday again one. And within, I lost already 7 of my best friends, Latinos, that I know that I don't go to see them again.
It's disappeared.
Yes, they disappear. Sometimes they send the people to China, sometimes the people to another years or another countries, and I don't know how we go to get back together again.
And what does this do to you? You've been affected personally.
Yeah.
What does this do to the community?
I'll be honest, it's a very, very bad situation at the moment. I was feel like I never be arrested. I was feel like almost they take everything from me. From, you know, very, very, I cannot explain because remember it's a van full of police and officers, and when they tie your hands to the back, you can you know, you are a person that you are not able to take care of your own self.
How do you feel that they're terrorizing communities and they're racially profiling people? You yourself experienced it. How do you feel?
That makes me feel so bad because the truth, I be affected emotionally. I be crying, I be scared, and like that, my people, Latin people, they are so scared too. I know some of people that they are in the places that they don't have the chance to buy food. They be running without food. You see, it's real hard. If I give a message to us, I believe that if they do looking for people or criminal people, they should go and check first, but don't be picking everybody from the street because we don't, only because we are brown color or because we are Spanish, Latino. That is not fair because a lot of Latin people, we are not American. We are citizens of the United States. What's your name? Gerardo Ortiz Diaz. Gerardo, Gerardo.
Right, Tina. Just like when they were telling all those lies about the people that were being detained in Chicago, and oh, they're doing this to black people, and again, if I lived in some of those communities, I when they ask for ID, I would gladly give it. I have not committed any crimes. How you doing, Kill? I don't have an issue with that. So I would gladly show my ID, and that would be it. Caesar said he is a criminal. He's in the country illegally. Boom. Right. Probably. Ryan McLeod, how you doing? Lori, I know that girl Ashley should be okay. All right. Ryan, are you new here? Let us know, love. But yeah, I'm saying, people, if I lived in some of those communities, hit that like button for me, please, folks. I would not have an issue if they were asked, to see my ID. I would share it. And what's the problem? Yes, if you're detained and you haven't, you don't have any outstanding warrants, they are releasing you. That's what they've been doing. All right. Thank you, Jeremiah, for the super chat. Jeremiah says, I could have been sent to jail once, but I might have wanted to steal $2,000 from a 7-Eleven, but I didn't tell the prosecutor. Jeremiah. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, wow. Thank God you didn't, Jeremiah. Then you might not be here with us. Crystal, how have you been doing, love? I haven't seen you in a while. Hi, hello. Crystal, this is in Charlotte, North Carolina. And these people are nuts. Glad you're here. All right. And again, thank you for your support, Jeremiah. Okay, there we go. Alonzo's laughing again. Okay. Hit that like button and share this stream out on your various forms of social media, folks. Let's see what they're saying.
How you doing? Fine. I saw your sign. I wanted to come over and talk. You got time to talk? I got time for a minute. What you got? Yeah? Cool. Just tell me why you felt it was important to be out here and talk about your sign.
Talk about the fact that it's a goon squad going around, subjugating the people, and under a particular regime that most of the people don't even support and is working against the people.
How is what's ICE, what DHS, what Border Patrol and ICE, how has it affected the community? Talk about the community.
Thank you for your support, Jeremiah. This idiot said most of the people don't support Trump. His admin. Is he nuts? Ryan, free Palestine, looking like the jealous girlfriend in that meme. Everybody chasing the ICE protest squirrel. Boom. Thank you so much, Jeremiah, for your support. Jeremiah says anything about what happened. Magistrate said to my father, if he put me in jail, I'd be in solitary confinement. But we're just glad you didn't go, Jeremiah. Thank God you're with us now.
Based on their skin color or based on how they speak.
Yeah.
Did you ever think you would see this open racism in this country by the federal government?
Not by the government, no. Not by the government. Doesn't surprise me that there's certain aspects of the population. You're always going to have that, but this regime is empowering them, so to speak.
Yeah. And what is some government assistance or government support and investments that could actually help this community?
Well, I think instead of criminalizing, I think they should open up better pathways to make the people legal who have been here for decades, who have raised families, who have jobs and own property. I mean, make it easier for them to be legal rather than just criminalizing everything and doing what they're doing, making us come out here to do what we're doing in response.
Would you say that what they're doing is domestic terrorism?
I would say, yeah. They're terrorizing the people, and this is just one aspect. I mean, what they've been doing with the SNAP benefits, what they've been doing to defund education. the way that they treat our own populace, it's just a coordinated attack. It almost feels, just from different aspects, and every couple months it's a different prong to see what they can poke, and then they start on another one to try to keep everybody just too busy to step up.
Also said this guy's a leftover hippie from the 60s. Boom. Saria.
With Border Patrol and ICE is a distraction from the FC files and the economic issues that were.
I wouldn't say that's the only thing, but he has such a tendency to obfuscate any issue. He makes something else happen. He brings something else to distract people. You know, and it's his playbook. I don't think this is particular because of the files, but it's an ongoing thing that he does. It's his. I hate to say the man has a strategy, but that's his playbook.
If you had one message to deliver to Border Patrol and ICE.
Right, Beverly.
I'm ashamed of what you're doing to our communities in our country, and that you actually feel that this is beneficial. I mean, what? It's terrible. It's shameful. It's shameful.
Would you say what they're doing is American?
I can't. I don't believe that this is the way that America should handle its issues. Not like this. Not like this.
What's your name?
My name's Kevin.
Kevin, nice talking to you, Kevin. Very strong.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Somebody doing burnouts.
Alonzo, he should speak to the victims of those criminal invaders. Yes, speak to you. Right. Let's hear some victim statements. How about that? These people are sickening. My girl, they're worse than that. Oh my God. Kelly, I'm ashamed that Americans want to stand up for non-Americans first. Right? Kelly, you've been on this channel for a while, and that's when I really started to lose my cool, because if you're going to do all of this for non-American citizens, how are we supposed to feel? Kelly, you've heard me say, I wish that Trump could charge all of the Democrats with treason for everything that they did to the American people up under the Biden, Harris admin. And I really mean that. Yes, I agree with Kelly, Alonzo. Yes, it's not acceptable. My girls are singing to me. I can't stand them. Okay, my girls and Tina. All right. Oh my goodness, all that noise. Woo. Yeah, hit the like button, folks, and also share this stream out if you will, if you are enjoying the content. It was very, very much appreciated. Okay. And I just got another alert. Mental health support, low attendance at Durham Public Schools. Yeah, so in Durham, like I said, as I'm live, I'm receiving all kinds of alerts. Attendance is really low for Latino students. So again, you got to get that paperwork. No, Saria, this is Charlotte, North Carolina. And Saria, remember, I live here at Fort Bragg. So this is roughly a couple of hours from where I live now. I'm just waiting for them to come to Raleigh. I'm less than an hour from Raleigh, our state capital. So, yeah. Sorry, not sorry. This is what I voted for. And I am not changing my stance. See what she's saying.
That are open are losing support. So it sucks. And seeing how scared everybody is, it's not fair.
Yes, Alonso. And when you're at, some of these public schools that are woefully overcrowded, look at how they're not so overcrowded, because a lot of the people that should not be there anyway, they're not there. Taking resources, and it is what it is. They keep bringing up skin color. Why are they even insinuating that FBA's fight is aligned with theirs? Yeah, Kelly, what the Democrats, we talked about this, the Democrats trying to get Black Americans into the streets and protesting, saying, this is your fight. You need to be out here fighting for all of these immigrants. And I'm like, no. This is not my fight. This is what I voted for. And I am not, ashamed. I am happy. I'm glad that more jobs are opening up for Americans. I'm not falling into their pity party. Yes, Kelly, that's what they keep. Kelly, they keep the Democratic shills, the Black puppets and poverty pimps, the race hustlers. They've been trying to get Black Americans involved in these protests forever. Caesar, since they want to compare this to the civil rights movement, we are the attack dogs, water cannons, and billy club. Yeah. And they always telling talking down to Black people. I'm not a child, and you don't tell me what to protest for. Yes, Kelly, it is BS. Bull sugar. And I'm not falling for it, because this is what I voted for. And so they can kick rocks. I'm not falling for that. I am not. Jeremiah, it's not fair. It's not fair for you to be here taking my ability to work away. Boom. That's what I'm saying. Talk to me about what's going on with Americans. I'm not falling for this pity party.
Humans, we all bleed the same blood. This isn't fair. Nobody controls where they're born. We're not committing any crimes. We're doing hard work. And yeah.
Do you want to give your name?
Yes, I'm Jocelyn.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Where can I see this at?
Yeah, and I'm telling you about the schools. Did any of you see? I think I mentioned it, but I didn't do a video on it per se, but I may have just mentioned it to you. When I went to California, now, we know for years, we've known about the traffic issue, the smog, the pollution in LA and in California in general, right? When ICE went in, oh my God, the highways were empty. Think about it. Rent went up, food went up, right? You have all these people. So there was a strong demand. When ICE went to California, things started changing. Crystal, deport every illegal, DEI, boom. I meant where sis, Caesar, did I miss something, love? Oh, okay. And so I'm not sorry. This is what I want. This is what I voted for. And she's going to say she's not right, Alonzo, of course. And so I'm not feeling sorry for anyone. Like I said, let's do something for Americans. Americans need help too. Jeremiah, she did not say. Can I go there illegally too? No, you can't go. No, you can't. Jeremiah, Saria, deport. Boom. I'm with you. I am with you. All right. Let's see if they're saying anything.
Everybody's choking on the fumes. So Manolo's Bakery had to shut their doors for the first time in 28 years. Let me just show you the sign here. So first time in 28 years, he's had to close his business because of Border Patrol and ICE terrorizing the community, terrorizing his customers and his workers. So in order to keep the community safe and his workers safe, he shut the doors, but the community is out here supporting him.
And he had to shut the doors because the workers couldn't go to work because they're illegals. Boom. He forgot to mention that. That's why I'm here. Maga, these people say how bad their country was in one breath and then talk about how they want America to be the country they just left. Boom. Ruby, I would be afraid to stand out there. Some illegal with no driver's license might come barreling down the road. Yeah, Ruby, that's what I'm saying. When we talk about everything that has happened to Americans, we're not just talking about those that have been essayed, those that have been unalived. We're talking about, those that have been, carjacked, those that have been assaulted. I mean, so many crimes. And when you hear them on here talking, it says, oh, we're just here working hard. Not all of you, So, and then we see what's going on in Chicago to bring all those people over here and house them and feed them. And you have American citizens who've been there all their lives out there on the concrete. I have a serious problem with that. I do.
Journalists on the ground, on the front lines, showing you the reality and not off to the sides with the mainstream corporate press who just sets up the fancy lights and, handpicks who they want to talk to. And, they'll snip their conversations. And
they have a little music playing, so I'll pause that for a moment. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Take care of our veterans. Take care of our elderly. Take some of this energy. You seem to have a lot of it. Take some of this energy and help American citizens. Help some disabled people, something. And I mean, to me, it's just heart-wrenching what, they've done to the people of Chicago. And like I said, I feel so bad for Prosperity and the other people who are not voting for these people. But Chicago is so freaking corrupt. Oh, what are they doing? Rapping? What are they doing? All right, so they're playing some music and singing and dancing on top of the car. I guess they're done there. Right, Crystal, we have plenty of millions of homeless Americans. Yes. Why not help them? So that's been my main issue. Help Americans. I'm not anti-immigrant, but I am pro-American. So that's my stance. Jeremiah, it's not that different than a Democrat voting for someone who ruins their cities and runs to a red Republican state to vote for the same. That's my issue, Jeremiah. The people, they leave, like all the people fleeing California, been voting blue since the beginning of time. They flee California, move to Texas and other states, and still vote blue. Make it make sense. Ruby, Chicago will never be free of the demon rats until they get voter ID. Boom. Yeah. And those are the only states that the Curry Queen won. The states that did not require voter ID. MAGA, if we say America died today, I'd move to a country that best matched my morals, and all of them just don't compare to America. So I'm going to fight to save her. Boom. MAGA, I'm not moving anywhere. I have visited several countries in Europe. But I don't want to live there. This is my home. I'm not going anywhere. I'm like you. I guess I have to stay here and fight, The best part is that they come here and want to try and change our culture. Saria, yeah. So, no, sorry, not sorry. And they're still playing some music there too. So that's my primary issue. And I tell people I don't dislike anyone, but I can see when something is not right, and that is not right. So, Crystal, I don't know if you have children. You are in York, PA. I grew up in Allentown, Pennsylvania, Crystal. Yeah, all right. Not terribly far from Allentown, York, PA. And Crystal, I don't know if you have children, but that would be like you going to your neighbor's house and taking care of their children, feeding their children, buying them clothing, providing housing for them. And then you go to your home and your children don't have any clothing. They don't have any food. I don't have any children either, Crystal. Maga does. Maga understands what I'm saying. And you're there taking care of someone else's children, then you come home and your children look like ragamuffins. No food, no tattered clothing. Norfolk, VA. Okay, Crystal, perfect. So that's all we're saying. We're not anti anyone, but we can see right. We can distinguish right from wrong. And that's just not right. Thank you, Maga. Yeah, Maga, you have children. You know what I'm saying. You would never go when your children were small. I'm sure you didn't go to your neighbor's house and take care of their children and ignore your own. I'm sure you did not do that, Maga. You know? So it's the same concept. And that's all we're saying. And they're not changing a thing, Crystal. Boom. Absolutely right. Jeremiah, I saw that addition to a house. Oh my God, Jeremiah. I would be livid. Yeah, they're building adding that onto a house. They're going to have about 1,000 people up there. I saw that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Is this America or a third world country? I saw that, Jeremiah. It was terrible. Someone like my husband that needs both hips replaced should not only be able to eat one meal a day after working 60 hours a week. Well, someone who works 0 hours a week eats 3 meals a day. Boom. Got that right. Yeah, Crystal, you saw that. Okay. Greg. Yeah, I did that. That monstrosity. And then the homeowner that complained was told there was nothing they could do. I was like, oh no. Oh, Alonzo, when we watch these rallies, and they're 1 minute they're praying to God, so they say, and the next minute you dropping F-bombs everywhere. These people are a joke. That Ford looks like it's on his last legs. He better get it home before it falls apart. He's doing jumping off of it, doing backflips.
All right, if I had to estimate a number of how many people are out here tonight, I would say 100. I would say about 100 people out here tonight.
So it's not really not that these people are rude and reckless. Alonzo, yeah. And so these people take some of this energy and, like we said, do something for Americans. Yeah, about 100. Is it that many, right? My girls, thank you. Let me read this. Call the people news. Baldwin said, call the news and animal control. Woo, Baldwin. My girls, they're so stupid. They thought the previous wicked administration would be there forever. They FAFO'd, found out Trump is back in town. My girls, this is my thing. And this is one thing I love people who tell me up front, you don't have any question. You always know what the deal is, because Trump did not hide anything. That would be different if I love immigrants, illegal immigrants, and then he gets in office and he does this. He did not do that. Oh yeah, Crystal, that would be nice. And so you knew what he was going to do. And a lot of immigrants who came here and did it the right way, they voted for Trump too. So you don't have these people don't have a leg to stand on. So again, Joe Biden, Jim Crow Joe, and the Curry Queen, Kamala Harris, brought these millions of people over here, gave them billions of dollars. Some of them, remember, I did videos on this. Some of them had food stamps with $10,000, $13,000 on it, free shelter, some at 3- and 4-star hotels. Look at everything they received. Some of these people had to come through 3 or 4 countries. So the free ride is over. Go home. Crystal's waiting on her 2,000. Yes. I often wonder if some people are too patient or if I'm not patient enough. MAGA, that's something I need to work on too. MAGA, I was watching the White House live today and the Democrats are already talking about another shutdown. Yeah. These people are ruthless. They don't care anything about the American people. So anything that they do does not shock me. It just does not. Share. Crystal, I remember playing on the swing. Everyone stopped to stand with hand over heart for taps on the bass, even us kids. Yeah, Share, those were the old days. Oh, yeah. Now people are so disrespectful, you know. As you said, 2026, Saria. All right, they're playing F Donald Trump. Woo-hoo-hoo. What do you want? A cookie? So I turned it down since they're playing. Okay, Saria, thank you for that, love. So yeah, this is what they're doing. Not a lot of people there. Oh my goodness, let me see. Yes. This is what they're doing, and it's not changing anything. So they should just go home. Ice, yes, Crystal. Yes. I am not complaining about anything. If you have not already, folks, please go ahead and hit that like button. Cher said, I wonder how many paid protesters are there. You got that right. How much? How big are the checks? That's what I want to know. All right. Let me see if they got rid of the music and maybe I can go back to it again. Let me see. They're still playing some of the song, so I better put it like that. How somehow they think they gained a seat by getting a Democrat in where a Democrat already was. You got to love. Yeah. What a mess. What a mess. Cher, I'd love to see the size of the checks, some of these people. And some of these people who are getting the checks, if they're illegal, they need to take that money and self-deport. That should be more than enough money to get you back home. Cher, I used to play the trumpet with my grandma. Oh, wow. Okay, Jeremiah. I didn't know that. Yes, Tina, it is. It sucks. My God, I would have stocked up on lighters and matches and I don't smoke. Woo! I'm saying. So they, you know, this was, I think the protest that we when I live streamed on Saturday, it was a lot larger than this one. He said that 100 people are out there. So this is where we are. I don't know if he's going to interview any people. You look at all these people and all these flags. Deport, deport, deport. Yes, Richard, ice, baby. If the Democrats ever win again, all the people who were in the country illegally and got deported will be invited back and given some type of Caesar. I am so glad you said that, Caesar. I've been thinking about that. Everyone look at Caesar's comment. If the Democrats, I've thought about that. So we're happy now. God forbid if a Democrat wins the next presidential election. I've been thinking about that. And Caesar said, if Democrats ever win again, all the people who were in the country illegally and got deported will be invited back and given some kind of restitution. Boom. I've been thinking about that, Caesar. I have. Oh my God. You are absolutely right. And I haven't said anything, but I thought about that. They would find a way to say, well, you were harmed irreparably. Here's some type of reparation or restitution money. That's exactly what the Dems would do. While you would still have starving Americans, homeless Americans. They're not going to do anything for you. Well, Saria, I feel that they have too, but I've been thinking about that. You know, if a Democrat were to win the White House, they're just going to have all these people to come back and find some kind of way to give them some reparations or restitution, something. We know that, Trump, ICE and the federal agents that were grabbing you and deporting, we know that hurt you mentally, physically, emotionally, and just start cutting some more checks. I can see it. I can. Greg, coworker told me that this country is one Democrat presidency away from socialist communism. Boom. Yes, it is. Greg, you were here Saturday when we live streamed with these protesters in Charlotte. And they had on red shirts that said socialism is the future. Yes, you're absolutely right. So I've been thinking about that. If a Democrat, wins the presidency, OMG. Yes, Alonzo, they need to. They really need to. What Greg is saying, hey, is painfully true. Look at all these people that believe in, socialism and Marxism and communism. Saria, yes, that's how I vote. I'm not saying that, Republicans are perfect, but I do not, agree with the stance of the Democratic Party. And Republicans have their problems, but I'm not voting for Democrats. And I told you all in the last presidential election, yes, I voted for Trump. Yeah, I don't support anything that the Democrats believe in. So I won't be voting for them. And if there's a Republican candidate that I don't care for, I'll vote for them, or hey, I'll be at home. But my plan, is I'll do anything in my power to make sure that a Democrat does not win. How you doing, Shazee? They believe in socialism because they're lazy and don't want to work. Boom. They spend all their time protesting. Right? How you doing, Shazee? Good to see you again. All right. Better late than never. Yeah, we just jumped on to see what these idiots are doing in Charlotte. Maybe 100 people are out there. So we can't take them that seriously. There were more people out there Saturday when I live streamed, when they were protesting in Charlotte. I'm just waiting for them to come to Raleigh, North Carolina. MAGA, yes, slaves received their food for free, their home for free, but free costs for their freedom. No one, right? They don't understand when someone's feeding you, paying for your housing, you are a slave, whether you know it or not. And you just do what they tell you to do. Alan, how you doing, love? Alan said, I've been listening. If a Democrat gets to be president again, it will be a nightmare like nobody's ever seen. Alan, that is my fear. Oh my God, Alan. And I didn't want to say anything, but then when Caesar typed that statement, I said, well, I may as well go ahead and say, because that's how I feel too. And that has been on my mind, especially with everything that's going on with, the ICE, protest and the troops and everything. How you doing, Al B? There's an ICE protest in Durham, North Carolina right now or about to start. Thank you, Al B. Hit the like button. Let me know if you're new here, Al B. And let me know if you are subscribed so we can welcome you to the Rolynn Reviews family. Here's some more people out here doing. All right. So I'll check and see if Cher is so sad and sweet. Oh, okay. I must have missed something. Let me see if I can find anything going on in Durham. Thank you so much, Albie. Yes, Marg, I guarantee if we protested, the protesters would go home. Oh, yeah, they don't have anyone out there, on the other side, on our side, the right side. Pun intended. Let me see if I can find something like this. So bear with me, folks. Hit that like button. Let me see. If there is a live ICE protest in Durham, and if so, we'll go to Durham and see what's going on. So here in North Carolina, even though they, have protests, as you can see, they're nowhere near the protests in the large cities like New York and Chicago. But that's okay. If they're there, if it's live, I'll go to Durham if I can find anything. ICE protest. And for those that don't know, I'll tell you. Durham is a blue city as well. You can look at the test scores. That tells you all you need to know. And you know about Durham, the home of Duke University. Tina, I didn't think America was going to make it through the Biden administration. You have that right. Oh, my God. Let me see. I don't see anything live. No, there's no one that's live with it. And if you look at the numbers that we have here, they're probably thinking, okay, that's not worth our time. But I am looking. Ice raids. Let me see. I'm still searching, folks. No. Nope, I see nothing live. There are a few clips that talk about they're going to protest, but I don't see anything where anyone's live. Okay, see what he's saying.
So I'm Don Abernathy, and I've lived in the neighborhood for 42 years, and it's extremely upsetting what CPD is doing here. They need not to be here.
How is your day-to-day life being unsafe for life here?
Not for me, but it has for all of our neighbors here and everybody in the community, and that's not right. It's been terrible for them. There's terror, there's fear. People aren't showing up at businesses, not showing up at school. The tennis is way down at school today.
Yeah. Let me get your side here.
Jeremiah, thank you so much, love, for the super chat. Jeremiah says, liberal hive mind and black conservative perspective been talking about how we shouldn't be. No, we can't be, Jeremiah. The midterms are coming up. We cannot be complacent. You know, we've been talking about that on this channel. We know if we lose a few seats, they're going to, anything he tries to do, they're going to block it. Share, Rolynn, what is the root cause of Blue City's test scores being lower? They keep all those kids dumbed down so they can keep voting for Democrats. Boom. But it's so political. It's not about that's a deep dive, Share. That's more time than I have tonight. I would have to really show you some stats. That guy seems to have his head in straight. I think so, Ryan. But Share, yeah, the root cause of Blue City's test scores, because it's not about educating the children. It's about everything else. Share, did you see the video? The live stream I did on, was it last night, Sunday, where I showed you the test scores in Chicago, but the most important thing is that Chicago Teachers Union. Oh, I could talk about that for days. MAGA said because the mayor is in blue cities are telling kids from blue cities they can't make it out of blue city. Boom. That's part of the problem too, MAGA. They're telling them you're poor and everything is the white man's fault and you can't make it because of white supremacy and systemic racism. They say nothing about the choices that they make. Jeremiah, you had another part that I missed? Okay, there, I got you, Jeremiah. Just because we won the presidential election doesn't mean we shouldn't continue to fight the Dems power grab. Boom. Okay, thank you, Jeremiah. Yeah, and you're right. We have to keep moving forward, Jeremiah. We've been talking about that. People think that, I mean, if you look at a lot of these liberals, you better believe they're going to get out here and try. Yes, Robert, boom. They're going to do all they can to try and get Trump out of office during the midterms. They're going to try to flip some seats.
Or back here, well, we're going to stay on the story. We're going to keep showing you what... Oh.
Richard, teachers are underpaid. The union blows all the money frivolously and the kids suffer, and it's all on purpose. Richard, were you here? I showed you some videos on what they were spending money on, trips to Hawaii and all these other and Hawaii and all these countries for so-called teacher workshops. Yeah, right. Where's Saria? Did I miss your comment? Where did I miss it? Saria, where is your comment? Vote red, vote red. Is that the one, Saria? Let me see. I think is that the one, Saria? Vote red, vote red. By the way, everyone, if I miss any of your comments, I do apologize. I forgot my glasses in Randy's truck, but boy, am I glad it's coming out good. Oh my God. Okay, Richard. So yeah, it's about everything but the student, and there are a lot of lies. There's stats. Which one was it, Saria? Okay, I just got another alert. Let me see. They're offering what? Mental health support, low attendance. Okay, they're still talking about the children not going to school because of the ice raids. Saria, I don't know what comment. Type it again, Saria. I'll see it. I'll be looking for it, okay? Let's see.
Thanks again. Have a good night. And look out for me tomorrow. Make sure you're subscribed. All right, everyone. Take care.
All right. So I will check, but I do not believe that you would think more people would take this mental health support. Woo! And there, let me see, WRAL, a major news channel here. So yeah, nothing is live, but let me see. North Carolina lawmakers protest and react to immigration agents in the Triangle. So this, yeah, let me see. Yeah, I do not think anyone is live. Crowds gather. Let me check this out. All right. So WRAL News, which is out of Wake County, it's the Triangle, Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill. The one starts with, well, someone should just stand at one end of the street with a bag of Xanax and just, oh God, time for your meds. Whoop. There you go. All right. Hit that like button, folks, if you are enjoying the content. Also, hit the subscribe button. And I will see. Yeah, I can show you this one short clip and then we'll get out of here. Like I said, I had no intentions of jumping on. And then when I saw that they were going to jump on and show that, I said, well, why not? All right. As you can see, our protests here in North Carolina are not as large. That's okay. That's okay. It's still, there's a little bit. Okay, there we go. I think, let me make sure this is queued up right. All right. So yeah, this is WRAL News. This is in Raleigh and Chapel Hill, Durham. So I'll play this for you and then we will go. All right.
Start with this right now. People are protesting in downtown Raleigh, protesting immigration enforcement operations in our area. Great to have you with us. I'm Dan Haggerty.
And I'm Ashley Rowe. We want to give you a live look at the scene right now. Protesters have since marched back to Moore Square. Hundreds of people showed up to this protest. You can hear them chanting right now. Many have been marching through the streets, saying they are against the immigration enforcement that we have seen in our area today and in Charlotte over the weekend.
So we're going to do something a little differently here tonight with our coverage. We want to hear from you, as we often do here at 7 o'clock. Email 7 p.m. at WRAL.com. Give us your feedback and your questions throughout the show. We're going to go through a few of your messages at the end of the newscast tonight.
So people in neighborhoods across our area took video of what appeared to be Border Patrol agents. We've seen videos of people being detained, others being confronted or confronting agents, and other videos where agents appear to be investigating. And those are just a few examples of the many reports that came into our newsroom all day.
It's all come to a head out in downtown Raleigh tonight. Sky 5 again over that huge protest. Hundreds and hundreds of people in Moore Square. A few hundred showing up.
So this is in Raleigh, right? Okay, Albie, hey, we're glad you're here. Everyone, please welcome Albie to the Rollins Reviews family. He said that he just subbed. So let's send him some heart. Let's welcome to the family. Okay, Saria, you said that the Democrats, I think I got the statement you wanted me to read. The Democrats, where was it? I just had it. Already gave. Yes, they've already given enough. We're done. Why does everyone aim at people's butt ends? I don't know. I've never noticed people's back so much in my life. A lot of people are built like SpongeBob. My God. Oh, good. Yeah, everyone welcome Albie. He said he's new. Albie, sure. All right. Welcome to the family. Please be sure to share this stream out on your various forms of social media. We're glad you're here. Yeah, we are a no-nonsense pro-American channel. And we hope that you've been enjoying our content. We do try to make it informative as well as fun. Cheryl said, Margo. Woo, here we go.
Up to this tonight to march through downtown. And WRAL's Eric Miller is joining us live there tonight.
Eric, we've seen people holding up a number of signs and also people sharing their stories about not even letting their children go to school.
Yeah, Ashley, that's something that we heard from a mother we spoke to earlier this evening who said she kept home her 5-year-old, who is an American citizen, simply because she was afraid of her child being profiled. That's a common concern as we've talked to protesters here this afternoon, this evening. You can see behind us things just starting to wrap up. All of this has been going on for about 2 hours now. It started with speeches here in Moore Square. Then this crowd, several hundred strong, marched through downtown Raleigh to the state capitol before coming back here to Moore Square once again. For so many of the people we've talked to today, for so many of the people in this crowd, this has been a deeply personal demonstration and one that has been fueled by the fear they say they felt watching those images coming in from around the Raleigh area today of ICE agents, of Border Patrol agents out on patrol. And over the weekend, these operations in Charlotte as well. Keep in mind, this is the second protest we've seen here in Moore Square in just 3 days. Now, for organizers of this protest, they say this was put together very quickly, just in the last 24 hours. At the same time, they were trying to come up with ways to warn friends and neighbors about the Border Patrol operations that were coming. Organizers say they're hoping to send a message to ICE, to Border Patrol, and to push back on the narrative that those agencies have been putting out about why they're doing this enforcement work. Take a listen to what one organizer had to say here.
A lot of them did not have criminal records, so we're here to kind of speak out against that rhetoric and, ask folks to kind of question really who is the criminal here when so many folks are suffering. And we know that these ICE raids will not better conditions for working class folks, like politicians say.
Yeah, and here tonight, you can hear some of the cheers still ongoing at this point. This protest not fully wrapped up. We'll stay on top of things here in downtown Raleigh. Send it back to you in the studio.
All right, Eric. We want to also show you some video from Durham. A woman shot this video. It's at the intersection of Horton Street and Duke Street. She tells us she saw federal agents approach a woman, and so then she went to confront these agents. After that confrontation, and the agents, I will say, did stay quite calm throughout that confrontation, the agents eventually drove away, and everything ended peacefully there. And that's just one of the incidents that we heard about today. Another reportedly took place at a daycare. WRAL's Willie Danley was there as officials there held a news conference about what happened. They say the daycare had to go on lockdown.
The director of this daycare facility in Durham tells me this morning her staff reported a large Border Patrol presence in this parking lot. This facility immediately went on lockdown that lasted until 5 o'clock. They actually had to ask some parents not to drop off their kids out of an abundance of caution. People who showed up tonight tell me that similar situations have taken place across the city of Durham throughout the day. Elected officials, religious leaders, Durham school officials all took to the podium tonight, expressing their frustration with the ongoing Border Patrol detentions taking place. Tonight, they're asking that residents of the Bull City stay vigilant and support members of the community that they say are under attack.
This is my neighborhood. I'm not just somebody that they flew in because I have a big title and I represent lots of people in North Carolina. This is my neighborhood. My religion calls me to welcome the immigrant and to serve my neighbors. And the Constitution tells me I have a right to do that.
People in attendance tonight had a lot to say. Tune in to WRAL News tonight at 10 and 11 for the story. Willie Danley, WRAL News, Durham.
So thank you to Willie. We also saw a bunch of people come out to the Wake County School Board meeting tonight. Brian Schrader monitoring this from the WRAL Live Center. A lot of people speaking during the public comment period, Brian, concerned about how the district would handle immigration enforcement at the schools.
Many parents talked tonight to school board members about their concerns over the immigration enforcement operations that are happening and what would happen if that came to a Wake County public school. This is one parent, Irene Godinez. She is the mother of a 9-year-old student in the Wake County public school system, and she says everyone needs better guidance on what to do in that situation.
Compassion alone isn't enough. We need district-wide preparedness. Every adult in every Wake County public school system building must be trained. This includes teachers, custodians, bus drivers, office staff, everyone.
Ma'am, we receive enough training. No, ma'am. If ICE shows up, see ya. How you doing, Raymond Caruso? Are you new here, love? Welcome to the Rolynn's Reviews YouTube channel. Hit that like button if you're enjoying the content. Hit the subscribe button. And yes, we support ICE, baby. Boom. Here we go.
And new tonight, Durham Public School Superintendent Anthony Lewis posted this video on Facebook saying that the school system does have guidelines for what to do if immigration enforcement officers or agents show up at a Durham public school.
Right. All right. Brian, thank you.
So there we go, folks. Our superintendent at my school districts at this point, the way things are going, and like I said, there a lot of people, over 30,000. Those of you just joining us, over 30,000 Hispanic students. They're just keeping them home. They're not coming to school. So I'm pretty sure with all of this, in light of all of this taking place, I'm pretty sure that our superintendent will be releasing something, giving us some guidelines. That lady said we need some training. We've had enough training. I'm good. Okay. But I'm sure our superintendent's keeping an eye on it, and that we definitely, they're going to be saying something to us, probably in a faculty meeting. They're sending email. You know how that goes. And so that's just where we are at this point. And so, okay, where are we here? All right. Let me see. So that's all we have. We know what we're dealing with. And Saria, you're fine, love. Nemo said all of these people need to be locked up. I don't have a problem with that, Nemo. And so, like I said, I just wanted to jump on for a couple of minutes. I didn't mean to stay this long, but it happens. So you can see what's going on here. And I'm going to try to see if, yes, Crystal. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. Enjoy's got nuts. Mounds don't. Anyone remember that commercial? Raymond Caruso. Hello, my fellow American patriots. Boom. Raymond, are you new here, love? Let us know. We want to give you a nice, warm Rolynn's Reviews welcome. Share this stream on your various forms of social media. Cher said Rolynn is enthralled with us, can't leave. I get on here and the time just flies when you're having fun. So Cher, yeah. Oh, you too, Nemo, yeah. Okay, we're going to leave. But before we go, everyone welcome Raymond. He said he's new to the Rolynn's Reviews family. So welcome, Raymond, to our family. We are a pro-American channel. Check out some of our other videos. You remember that commercial, Jemiah? Now I know I'm telling my age. Oh yeah, we all used to love those Almond Joy commercials. OMG, they were fire. All right. So since Raymond is new here, I'm going to share. If you all remember the little short I did on the Timu Obama, that'll make him laugh. See how he likes that. We all need a laugh. Tomorrow is hump day. So I'll get Raymond. We do humor on here, but we also share facts and truth. All right. Welcome to the Rollins Reviews family. Make sure that once you hit subscribe, make sure that it is on all notifications so that you do not miss any of our live streams, because that's primarily what we do. Almond Joy's got nuts. Mounds don't. Boom. I remember that commercial. All right. So we will go ahead and leave so we can get ready for tomorrow. Share. I'll been here for an hour, legally adopted. Boom. Oh yeah, Raymond. Raymond, you see the link I just dropped? If you need a laugh, it's a little short. Click on that short. It's about Timu Obama. It's the Timu Obama song. Check that out and let me know what you think. And you can go back and look at a lot of my older videos, and you will see I am a 3-time Trump voter. And I like what he's doing. And I say, bring him on more. I am happy and I'm glad that we finally got someone in that office who is going to at least do something for American citizens. And so we're glad you're here, and we're glad you joined the family. You can leave me comments. I do respond. If I don't respond tonight, I will respond tomorrow, but I do respond. Okay. Always, when anyone watches a video, please hit that little thumb. That helps YouTube to share out the videos with even more people. So all of you have a good night. And hold on, let me get this. Okay. Yeah, have a good night. And please, all of you, be safe. Be cognizant of your surroundings, because we're surrounded by nut jobs. Yeah, Raymond, you said you see it? Yeah, Saria, God bless you too, love. We know we're all surrounded by nut jobs, so please be safe and be cognizant of your surroundings. I love you. God bless you. I'm coming to talk to you right now in the comment section. I don't plan on going live tomorrow, but who knows? If I don't go live tomorrow, I'll definitely be live on Thursday. I think tomorrow I have an after-school function, so probably not tomorrow unless I don't get home too late. But I love you. Be safe, and I'm coming to talk to you right now. Thank you again for spending your very valuable time here at the Rollins Reviews YouTube channel.